1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi and welcome to my garden. I'm going to do a quick video today just showing the kind of things that I take when I'm on a canoe trip and how I pack them to keep them dry and safe whilst I'm paddling. If I'm on a short trip, I may well pack into a small barrel like this, but the trip I'm going on next is actually a 4-day trip and I don't think I can get everything into a barrel this small, so I'm opting for a much larger barrel to pack into, just to give me room for all my food and the extra bits that come with me on a longer trip. Let's start with the essentials. My tent pack's really small, but as you can see, there's loads of space in this barrel for a bigger tent. That's the inner and the outer, and this is the poles. I've separated them, just makes it slightly easier to pack. I literally just drop them in. I've got my sleeping bag, my bed mat, and my pillow. Next up, I've got my puffer jacket. I'm going to squish that in, filling the holes in between the other items. This is my clothes. You can put yours into anything. I've just chosen an old sleeping bag cover. I've got a spare dry jumper, a pair of leggings, and a t-shirt. Those are just in case I fall in. With those obviously comes underwear. For the tent, I have a long sleeve thermal, another pair of leggings, and more underwear. I think for a 4-day trip this is probably what I'm happy carrying. I've got one complete set of clothes that's just for wearing in the tent combined with my duvet jacket, and one set of clothes with a warm top, just in case I fall in and need emergency clothes. Spare clothes, and we'll find a space in there. So this barrel is still less than half full at the moment, plenty of space. This trip I'm going on, I'm staying in campsites, so I'm taking a towel for showers and my wash kit. And my wash kit is pretty basic. I've got a solid shampoo bar, a hairbrush, toothbrush and toothpaste. That'll be enough for 4 days of keeping clean. Battery pack and charge leads. You obviously need whichever charge leads you're going to need. Perhaps one for your phone, maybe one for your camera, maybe one for your head torch, and any other electronics that you've got. Just make sure if they've got different plugs on the end that you have a charge lead for everything. My Kindle, I rarely go on a long trip without it. Then, spoon, knife, some means to light a fire, matches, a lighter, a sparker, depending what you like to use, my mug and my bowl. These kind of things I might well put into another little pouch of some kind to keep them nice and tidy. I don't have one to hand, so I'm just going to lose them in the bottom of the barrel. Penknife I might actually put in my day bag, because if I'm making sandwiches that might come in useful. So I'm not going to pack it in the barrel, I'm going to put it in my second pile, which is my day stuff. This is my food bag. To be honest, I haven't actually packed 4 whole days worth of food in here, but if we take a peek in this barrel, I think you can probably see, there's still loads of space in there. So my food bag fits easily in the top. Now, I haven't put anything in that food bag that is wet or that might spill. I think one of the worst things that could happen is you open your barrel after you've dropped it around, maybe you've come out your boat and it's bashed around a bit in the river, and find that the tomato sauce is all over your sleeping bag, or the can of Coke you were carrying has exploded and everything's soaked. So the food I'm putting in this barrel is all dry food that I want to keep dry and that isn't going to contaminate other things. A stove. This barrel is still only 2/3 full, so I probably could have packed into the smaller one. My fuel, I'm not putting in here. Same theory as before. I don't want my fuel, which is a liquid fuel, spilling and getting everything wet. On my other side, I've got a cat, out the way, no, out the way, thank you Luna, and a couple of dry bags that I'm going to be packing stuff into. This dry bag is for my fuel, keeping it well away from everything else. The second dry bag is my sort of day bag. It contains everything that I might want during the day, so that once I've sealed this barrel in camp, it shouldn't need to get opened again until I get to the next camp. Just minimises the chances of any moisture getting in, perhaps if it's raining and things like that. You know that your camping stuff is really nice and safe and dry. So, in my day bag I have some gloves, a buff, my sun hat and a warm hat, my waterproof top and my waterproof bottoms, my trowel and my toilet paper. Part of the leave no trace ethic is that you always need to deal with your human waste and toilet paper and things effectively, so there you go in my day bag. I'm expecting to be swimming on this trip, so I've got my swimming costume and a sarong. Pair of swimming shoes. Gives me the option if I'm hot to change out of my trainers whilst I'm paddling and paddle in these sandals instead, but they do also protect my feet whilst I'm swimming. My first aid kit, sun cream lotion, insect lotion, and depending where I'm going, potentially a head net. If I'm in Scotland, definitely. This is my repair kit. It's not huge, but it contains things like zip ties, sugru, tent repair tape, other bits and pieces that could be useful. So popping that in the day bag where I can get to it easily. My head torch. I don't ever expect canoeing in the dark, but it's nice and easy to get to in here if we do get to the campsite a bit late. Sunglasses. Pen knife. Pending the trip, I'll either carry a water filter or a really big bottle, or possibly both. The big bottles I won't put in here because I'll attach them directly to the boat, but my water filter will go in my day bag, along with any liquids I'm carrying, my lunch, and lastly, potentially my camera and maps. Sometimes I'll clip these directly into the boat. The camera is actually waterproof, so I can just leave it dangling onto a thwart. The maps, I quite often have a map case that I can clip to the boat again so I can always see it. But if not, in there they go. This barrel has a sealing ring on it. It's a bit of a faff. You can trap your fingers. There we go. That's all sealed up. The dry bag, you need to put at least 3 twists in the top. Squeeze the air out. More if you can get them in. That clips round. I normally take a couple of straps with me so that I can attach barrels, bags and water bottles into the boat with clips, so that if I do capsize, I've got things clipped in and I'm not spending hours wading around the river searching for my belongings.